Howdy, y'all, and welcome to the Yellowbird Hotline Podcast, the podcast where your favorite hot sauce company answers your questions, whether you want us to or not. You do want us to. It's great when we do it. You love it. You can get your questions on the podcast by calling or texting 855-700-BIRD. That's 855-700-BIRD, B-I-R-D, which I think is 27...
No.
2473. 855-700-2473. Call
24
us.
hours, 7 days for 3 weeks.
For 3 weeks out of every 3 weeks out of every 3 weeks, we're here for you.
Yeah.
24/7, 3.
We have confused everyone listening.
Yeah, I'm confused myself.
Leave us a voicemail. We want to hear your voice. We
Leave
want
us
to play
a
your voice.
voicemail. People are leaving us voicemails. We also are getting texts too. So we got 2 texts that we're gonna go over
It's
today.
2021. People are texting.
Yeah. People are texting now.
Look
guys.
out.
We live in the future.
If you want to hit us up on Snapchat for this hotline, you can. We don't have it.
Kelsey's like, no.
Don't.
Yeah. Just text us.
You
the
know,
same device.
Yeah, maybe that's if there's a demand for that, we'll look into it.
Yeah, there's not. We've got we've got some great questions today. Which I know it sounds like I say that every week, but God, we have great questions every week, guys.
And then we ruin them.
and then we answer them.
We make them
That's
more
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
Daniel, I just want to say you look real dapper today. I said that already, but I want to say it on
Dapper Dan.
on recording.
Hello, Dapper Dan.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, as a man that is now firmly in his late 30s, there's no going back. So yeah, it's tight cropped hair, suits and suit coats, man. To be clear,
Suit
I'm also
coats.
wearing sweatpants and Birkenstocks because
I was just gonna say, what are the pants though?
Yeah, it's a top
pants
half
pairing.
situation. Yeah.
No, it's not important. You know what? The unfortunate thing through all of like COVID times and Zoom meetings is that my pants game has probably been stronger than my shirt game on most days.
This is true.
And nobody
Why?
sees them. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
He
That's
wants
a great question.
He wants really cool, comfortable. That's like the main requirement. Really cool, comfortable pants. But they have to like look kind of nice too. I don't know what brands you're getting, but those are like the main thing is comfortable. But they also have to be something that you can wear.
There's a whole category of men's fashion, which is all about like pants that you can wear to the gym or to the office. I don't know what is that called? Is it
Athleisure?
versatile.
Is it
like,
athleisure?
but like business athleisure?
It's
I don't
it's sort
know.
of business athleisure. Like
I don't
there's
like how many words are being used to describe that.
I don't either.
You can farm in them.
Yeah,
you
run
can.
in them.
I think they're just
Yeah.
pants. I feel
you
like
can
most
answer
just
our
pants.
question
Yeah.
by texting us at
I feel like
855-700
men have
BIRD.
men have it so easy. Most of your clothing can like do anything. Like
Yeah,
women's
I
clothing
get-
is very specific. And
Yeah.
men's
Well,
clothing
I
is
feel
just
like for
do you want to go out and fix your car in this? Go
Yeah.
for it. Go to the office. I'm
I
like,
feel
okay.
like I feel like women do have like the yoga pant, which the legging, like the black legging can do anything.
Right.
do
I
anything
will
You can
with
do a
black
lot,
leggings.
but
Yeah.
it's definitely, I feel like it's starting to lose some coolness.
Some
You
power.
think so?
Definitely
Yeah.
starting to lose some coolness. Yes, baggy
And-
jeans.
Mhm.
Baggy jeans are the thing now. You know?
And like I'm at a point in my wardrobe life where everything is either like navy blue, gray, or like olive green. So
Ooh, I
can
love
just,
an olive green.
I just get dressed
Like
in the
olive
dark.
green too.
So
That's a
like,
capsule wardrobe. I'm so proud of
anything
you.
just mixes and matches, and so
Yeah.
I don't. It doesn't matter. I put
Yeah.
things on, and as long as I don't put like a black belt on, which I have a brown belt on, which has been pointed out to me is not the way to go.
Oh, wait, what? I don't.
Everything's good.
Black versus brown belts.
Apparently, my belt can ruin it. I've
Is
learned
a
this.
black belt the next level, and you just haven't reached that next level?
Yeah, well, it's like black belt with a
can't
stripe
wear
on
a-
the end of it.
You have to really be a businessman to wear a black
Belts and
belt.
Yeah, right
That
now I'm a
yeah.
second degree businessman.
I
I'm
got
a
a
businessman child. At this point.
I got a brown belt on, but I'm also wearing brown pants. So
Ooh, is it a
Wow,
reversible
brown on
belt?
brown.
is that
double brown.
reversible?
I've also been told that the reversible belt is not an appropriate answer to my.
This is not a reversible belt, but I have a reversible belt. Is that not cool? Is a reversible belt?
I think you need to go ahead and list that on Facebook Marketplace as soon as humanly possible. Because it's been explained to me that some guy with cargo shorts will show up to buy that.
Yeah.
Also, if you wear cargo shorts, I'm on your side.
Well,
just know that the people I hang out with are absolutely not. I need new friends.
Well, the reversible belt is like transition lenses for your pants.
That's true.
But transition lenses are great. I mean, they're helpful, I guess. I don't know. Are they trendy? I don't know.
They're coming back. Like
my dad loves transition lenses.
Yeah.
My dad does too. I feel like that's a thing that dads love.
But like there's a joy in like dad clothing and like reversible belts, cargo shorts, like transition lenses, because you're like, this is functional.
Visors,
like I don't have to. Oh, I love a visor. You're like, I don't have to like. I'm comfortable with myself. I don't have to put myself out there anymore. Like I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna pop over to Home Depot and pick up some I don't know, fittings for a pipe, and like I'm just gonna be chilling. My boat shoes, and
let me put some handy words together.
I was like, what is she gonna go with?
An electrical coupling
what is she getting at Home Depot?
meter.
I've got to get some
Depot.
adhesive. I don't know.
like people aren't really making birdhouses anymore, but people got to do some repairs. Little weekend proj. I don't know.
Let me ask you this. So my father-in-law, who I hope is listening, I'm sure he listens to this. He loves loves zip away pants, like they're pants in the morning, and then you can zip them off at the knee, and then they become cargo
functional.
Shorts.
Yeah.
Zip away pants are true dad fashion.
But do y'all? Because I know Kelsey remembers this. The button off pants.
The tearaway pants. Those absolutely.
What was the rest of your thing about your father-in-law?
Oh well, no. So this is actually, Aaron, you interrupted at the exact right time, because where I should have gone with this is like, what's better, tearaway pants or zip away pants? And tearaway pants are 100% better. Either they're on or they're off.
Tearaway pants, you tear the whole pants.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, I got my pants on, I got my pants off. Put me in, coach. Right? I love them. Whereas like the zip away pants, like, hey, they go from being pants to being shorts. That's a totally different flex. Y'all help me out here. Help me understand which one.
Where do you put the second part of the pant when you zip it away? I guess I never thought about that. In your pocket?
They're always cargo shorts, so you just put them in the cargo
pockets.
See, men's clothing has so many pockets. As women, we'd be forced to carry around an extra pant in our.
I've never liked the look of a big loaded pocket.
Yeah, I get that.
Neither have I. That's why I've been going everywhere with a backpack for like the last, I don't know, however long since I was in school.
Just really ruins the lines.
28
Yeah,
years.
there's got to be something chiropractic in that, of like carrying so much weight on your body that's not your own weight, just kind of hobbling along.
Yeah, if you even it out.
We walk like penguins.
There was something on Twitter. There was something on Twitter the other day that was like going viral, and somebody had put together an outfit, and every piece of it was like maximized on pockets. Like they basically found a shirt that just had pockets all over it, a jacket with pockets all over the sleeves, like amazing cargo pants. There were even like
more places to put your hot sauce.
Cargo socks. Mm-hmm. So they had these socks that like had like a strong elastic at the top, and they had 2 pockets on each sock. It was like
cool.
It was like what
pocket socks.
The caption was like, one outfit, 247 pockets.
Look, man, it's almost summertime. Like the guayabera has a lot of pockets, and that's a damn good look. Although,
what's that?
Dude, like the button-down shirt that has 4 pockets on it. It's like 2 pockets up top and 2 pockets down the waist.
I feel like that's like
I thought
that's
like a Ranger.
Guayabera.
That's a Mexican. Is that a Mexican shirt? Am I saying this right?
I know Mexicans that wear them, sure.
Guayabera? Am I saying that wrong?
Yeah.
My dad has a lot of those. My dad owns a lot of those. He loves those shirts. Like,
is that like akin to a fishing shirt?
Guayabera,
it has
I think.
It looks like it. Yeah, they look similar.
They're I think they're very nice. I wanted to get George one when we were in Mexico because they're so cool to me, but
I want
very
one.
cool,
That's not
man.
I don't think it's my. I think they're too cool for me. I think
they got the pleats up front. Yeah.
Well, George, you said
yourself down.
Yeah, you said you've been wanting. You said your pants game has been stronger than your shirt game. Maybe this is your time. Get you some.
Get you a comfortable guayabera. My dad would be like, yeah.
Well, the cool thing about those is that they're like lightweight but long sleeves, so you could like
No, the short
sleeves are
they're short sleeves.
Are they all short sleeve?
Get the short sleeve one.
Yeah,
I mean, I think
its roots are in 19th century Cuba, but the guayabera, a button-down shirt in cotton or linen with 4 pockets and embroidery or pleats down the front.
Yes,
has evolved into a fashionable and formal shirt worn from Mexico to Miami to Tampa to now your home.
Wait, where did you say they were from? They're from?
Apparently Cuba is where
Miami to Tampa.
I really always associated them with Mexico because we would get them. Like my dad would buy them when we would cross the border. But
had to stock up. Is that like? Do you think Tommy Bahama makes one?
Oh, for sure, for sure.
That's the only like
brand. Yeah.
I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to spell
guayabera.
Okay, yeah.
Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can spell it.
Yeah.
G-U-A-V.
Yeah, you got it. G-U-A-Y.
G-U-A-Y. Oh, I said V. Yeah. Y-A-V-E-R-A.
B-E-R-A.
Oh yeah, these are nice.
They are very nice. I'm saying those are cool shirts. I support that look.
If I get a guayabera, I gotta get one of those hats too.
You do have to have a fedora. That's true.
Yeah.
So I'm like a woven one. I'm curious though, like, what are you gonna wear to this wedding you guys are going to?
I was just gonna say the colors are coral and teal. So.
Oh, George.
Yeah, I'm getting me a coral guayabera.
One of each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can wear that.
Also, many apologies to all people who speak Spanish for putting up with our horrible.
I just always heard my dad say it, and he's always said it in his very like Laredo accent. That's just guayabera, and I'm like, okay, I got it, guayabera. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah. Say that.
I don't think any of us nailed it.
I think we should get Yellowbird ones that we can wear to all the shows.
Oh, dude, with like
I would love a Yellowbird guayabera.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
I'm just saying, I love linen.
That's why,
linen advocate because it's breathable.
What do you wear this with? Like some chinos and
cargo pant.
Yeah,
on linen.
I feel like I've seen a lot of guys wear it with jeans too, like
and huaraches.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Woven sandals.
That's a sandal.
Yeah.
Aaron, I'm putting together my outfit for this wedding today.
Whenever he says I'm putting together an outfit, I always get a little bit of anxiety here.
I've only said it like 2 or 3 times in my life, so
like just let me do that for you. Let me
putting together an outfit. Nope, I got this one.
And she says, "I'm disassembling the outfit."
I got this one.
Like, you chose that?
Yeah, you can rest easy, Aaron. I've got this one under control.
Yeah.
Let's go to some customer questions. How about?
Let's do it.
We got one. The first one I want to look at tried to give my computer a virus when Kelsey sent it to me.
It did not.
It totally did.
Sensitive.
It
was a screenshot that I sent you so that you wouldn't have to log in.
Yeah.
Sorry for being helpful.
Don't let it happen again.
Well, I'm gonna send you viruses today.
So the question was, somebody wanted to see Daniel. I didn't give you enough notice, but somebody wanted to see you eat a shaved ice using our Serrano and habanero condiments on the air.
So
it says, have you ever tried to make
question?
Yeah, it says, this is the text message says, have you ever tried to make the Go Track Hawaiian shaved ice using Serrano and habanero Yellowbird sauces? If not, can Daniel eat one on your podcast? Love, Patrick.
Couple things. Patrick, proud of you.
Yeah.
I mean, is it fair to say that Patrick is probably one of our most successful friends?
Yeah, Patrick's one of our friends. If y'all don't understand anything that's in this question, then that's okay. It's a high school thing where we ran track.
Yes,
meanwhile, all your other friends listening are just like
cool.
I'm pretty successful.
Well, to give some context to the listener, George and Daniel went to high school together.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And now they work together. So it's very fun. The bonds of friendship are still strong, but you guys went to high school in
Pelham, Alabama.
Yep. And apparently there was a shaved ice establishment
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Snowbiz. We used to go there. We used to go there after track practice every day and get some cold ones.
That's right, man. Throw back a few cold ones.
with the boys.
And we convinced them to make a Go Track flavor, and it was like, because our colors were green and gold, and I can't remember. So it was a green color and then like a yellow. So do you remember what the flavors were?
Man, I don't remember what the flavors were.
I mean, it sounds like lemon lime.
It wasn't though. It was like coconut or banana.
Oh.
And then like I think maybe
what a
lime.
shaped
It might have been
ice
like lime
And like sour apple or something, like green
Ooh,
apple.
something.
good.
Yeah.
Well,
was-
and also just remember, like the color of the syrup has no bearing on the
On the
flavor.
flavor,
Of the syrup.
Sometimes they
could-
tried to
true.
make
It's
it.
like that's like blue raspberry. Like
Mhm.
which raspberries out there are blue?
Yeah, I haven't found them yet.
They always taste better when they're blue, though.
But
Well, a couple things. I can absolutely have a spicy shaved ice. I'm all for it, but I think we need to call in like some culinary help on that one, because our pal Brian Contreras. Brian, if you're listening, you're a hero. He was telling me one time where he would make cotton candy out of Yellowbird. He had a way. Yeah, look, I don't understand food science in a way that
Can we
I
get him on the
probably
pod?
I'll text him, man. But yeah, he can make cotton candy out of like anything, and he was like, yeah, you can take Serrano and actually turn it into a savory cotton candy, and it's really cool. I was like, I don't believe you.
savory.
I
cotton
think
But
candy.
the thing is, I do believe him because he's a magician. He's
Yeah, he is really talented with food and just a lot of things.
Let's
I'm
get
thinking
him
of
on
the
podcast. Putting
Kelsey,
him
did you
on
ever
the
go
list.
to the
Yeah.
Galveston taffy shop where you could see them make taffy right
Yes.
there? I always wanted to
Wow.
make a spicy taffy, but that stuff was so good. So good. Galveston.
Yeah.
I forget the name of it's like Candy Co. or something.
It's like
Galveston.
right on the little town square. But I feel like they make taffy in such large batches.
They do. They make that huge thing and they have that little,
the stretcher arms. Those are awesome.
and then they cut it out and they will just, if you're watching them make it, they'll just give you some because they're so nice.
Well, and just on that note, I was super impressed by that. Like when we were little, like we'd go up to we go to Tennessee, and every mountain town in Tennessee has like a taffy pulling machine like in the front window. And as a kid, like that was huge, right? You go to Gatlinburg, and that was awesome. Wow. We were in Colorado. I guess this was a while ago. Like we haven't traveled, right? Maybe this was 2 years ago. And my kid, I was like, hey, check out like the taffy puller there. And he was entirely nonplussed. He's like, oh, yeah, neat.
Really?
Oh no.
And again, like maybe I had that experience too when I was his age, but I distinctly remember like
I
being
love the
around that
taffy
age.
pulling.
Yeah, and the taffy pulling was mesmerizing.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
same.
part of it was because I had no exposure to like machines doing those sorts of things, and maybe he's seen more stuff on TV, like how it's made. Where like that was my
He's
first
just, like unimpressed.
that was like
Yeah.
my first how it's made kind of experience, where you
Yeah.
see like some machine making a thing that goes on the shelf, and like now everybody's seen 10 million of those videos of like how
Yeah, but they just don't get old to me. Like I still am just like, that's so cool.
Yeah, robots.
Big, yeah, we're all taffy heads here, not everybody's on board, but yeah,
Taffy
it is going to be, or if it's not right now, like it's about to be shaved ice season or snow cone season. I know there's a difference, so whatever.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, all you Kona Ice fans out there.
I mean, like I feel like growing up, we just had snow cones. That's what I always called them. But then, later on you learn about like New Orleans style shaved ice, and then shaved ice is different than a snow cone, which is different than a slushy, which is different than a Slurpee. Like there's a lot going on. Personally, I'll try all of it,
sugar and ice, man. It's
Mhm.
all sugar and ice. Ice sugar. That's gonna be our next. That we're gonna do that. Ice sugar.
Ice
Trademark.
sugar.
Having
But
flashbacks to summertime at the pool.
I think
Yeah.
that the takeaway here is that Daniel, in the next episode, you're gonna be eating a Serrano habanero shaved ice.
Yeah, man, put it on me.
Is
So-
it? Are we just going to use our sauce, or are we trying to blend that into like a thinner consistency?
Yeah,
to
I
really...
think that like a syrup kind of.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
like a sugary syrup. Oh, well, I do have that
And I guess we
that
could.
caramel recipe that I was working on.
Yeah.
I'm
just saying.
All right, yeah, we're gonna bring in a third party consultant on this to make this a reality. So it's not just me eating hot sauce on top of ice, because that sounds pretty terrible. But I mean, I think we
cold sauce.
But it does sound terrible. But also, I think that was the point.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but that's what the people want, guys.
I think
we gotta
Patrick
give them what they want.
I think Patrick's just trying to haze you on the air a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
I feel like your high
that's
school
fair.
friends are like, still finding a way.
Life finds
guys,
a way.
I want
Can I
to.
be cool yet? Please, can I be cool?
You eat this hot sauce, shaved ice, and we'll see about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
You eat the whole thing, and you'll sit at our lunch table tomorrow. No promises about after that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you play dice at your lunch table or Dominoes? You play Dominoes
No.
at your lunch
No,
table?
we weren't cool enough for that.
Oh man, that was the cool table for sure at Humble.
Oh.
Playing
The
Dominoes.
Domino's table.
Yeah.
Speaking of Domino's,
I just watched from a distance.
Observe.
So cool.
super cool. Let's domino right into our next
There you go.
customer question. This one is
Oh.
a voicemail. So saddle up. Here we go.
Hey, so moving on from last night's hermit crab question, George Washington Carver died January 5th, 1943, and everybody knows George Washington Carver, Dr. Peanut Butter. It's been a long time since 1943. What do you think George Washington Carver's favorite modern-day peanut butter usage would be?
Ooh. Peanut butter usage.
Wow.
R.I.P. George Washington Carver.
Yeah. I also think George Washington Carver gets short shrift. I mean, this guy just did so much just for agriculture in general and for like the advancement of agriculture. Yeah, not to bring it down, but like, dude, there's like a whole like monument to him in Tuskegee, all about that. The dude's awesome. Like between peanuts and sweet potatoes and all sorts of like legumes and tubers and things that you could grow in the specific soil of southern Alabama. That guy was amazing at, again, advancing agricultural technology. So now that we've said that,
Well, I think
if he was
like,
alive today?
I think he'd like the Nutty Buddy, is what I was thinking.
Ooh, I was a huge Nutty Buddy fan.
What's the Nutty
Nutty
Buddy?
Butter. Nutty
Nutter-
Butters.
Nutter Butter.
Nutter Butters.
No,
Wow,
different
we
thing.
all just got
Different
really.
thing. A
They're
Nutter
different
Butter is a
things.
peanut butter sandwich cookie.
Yeah.
Whereas
What's a
the
Nutty
Nutty
Buddy?
Buddy is like the
Is a wafer
wafers
bar.
and then thin layer of peanut butter.
The
and
Nutty
then-
Buddies is what I'm talking about.
Nutter butter was like shaped like a peanut, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Nutty Buddies, you would pull apart and eat layer by layer.
Yeah.
It's
It looks like it's a
It's a
candy
wafer.
bar.
I
where-
think
but-
I
wafer.
remember those. They
It's a
came
chocolate covered.
to clear wrapped.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
okay.
And each
Yes.
one has like 4 or 5 wafers on it, and you would like pull them apart and eat them one at a time.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Megan,
And
Megan,
the
Kaden,
last
if you're
one-
listening, this is the episode for you.
The last
She
one,
got me.
I think the bottom one I would always do last because that one had the outside with chocolate and
Yes.
also peanut butter. So that was
Well,
the
the
one.
top too.
The top layer, because the peanut butter always went with the lower layer. So the top layer just had chocolate, and then peanut butter.
Anatomy of a Nutty Buddy.
Yeah, peanut butter went with the next layer.
I don't
Anyway.
even remember the Nutty Buddy this well, but I'm glad.
Oh man,
had-
Megan Kaden is the one that got me into that. Megan Gladish now is the one who got me into Nutty Buddies and like actually eating them like pulled apart and eating the peanut butter and the wafer and the peanut butter. And the
Yeah,
wafer
if you
and
just
stuff.
ate
Yeah,
it, if you
so
just
good.
stuffed it in your face like a candy bar, you were doing it wrong.
Yeah, you got to really
I don't
savor
have time
that.
for all of that.
There's
Yeah.
no- yeah.
I would say anything pretty much in the Reese's line, but my all-time, and I think what should be America's all-time favorite Reese's product is the limited edition Reester egg. It has a thinner layer of chocolate and it has the most compacted peanut butter per bite, and it is so good.
If you're gonna try
they-
to talk me into any Reese's product over the peanut butter cup, it can't be done.
It's
don't
a
ca- you
Reester
know-
egg.
Yeah,
The egg is
I've never
the
heard
egg
of
and the
Reester egg.
Christmas tree are formed differently. They're limited edition. They come single. It's different. I love a Reese's peanut butter cup, but the chocolate is a little harder and it kind of tends to crumble. Reester egg
So-
is flawless.
I don't know though. Are you
haven't
only
tried it.
working? Are you only working with like the miniature peanut butter cups, or do you have like the full
Right.
size ones? Because the miniature ones, yeah, the chocolate layer is a little bit too thick.
Yes.
But like the full size, man.
Yeah, the full size, you get that nice thin layer in the middle, and then like a crispy side.
Listen, I said anything in the I love everything in the Reese's line. Reese's is my favorite candy. I think the best candy with a bullet by a mile. I just think like why improve upon a classic? But I do think the Reese's egg for me personally. I also love Reese's Pieces. I think perfect
those are my go-to. Like if it's a Reese's product, Reese's Pieces.
And I would make a case for peanut butter M&Ms.
I was gonna say straight up peanut M&Ms. Like if I
I love peanut M&Ms.
I love a peanut M&M.
But that's not peanut butter.
Dark chocolate peanut M&Ms.
Yeah, well, he didn't just do peanut. I mean, like the guy was making like film.
But I mean,
and,
the question
textiles out of peanuts. Like the guy was. Well, I think the question was ill-informed. I think.
Yeah.
Anybody from like the Carver family, give us a call because we want to know the answer to this. I think the great George Washington Carver would be about just peanut butter M&Ms.
Oh, I was going to say,
why complicate it?
Yeah, I was going to say simply the peanut.
But we all agree that his favorite application for peanut butter would be putting it in candy, right?
Yeah, clearly.
What? Well,
smearing it on a pine cone and putting birdseed on it. That's exactly
that's fun too.
That would be his favorite.
Oh, I loved making those pine cones.
Yeah,
birds.
I not to go back to Reese's, but I always do. But if you've never had a Reese s'more, you have to say it all as one word.
Ooh, hold on.
Instead of the chocolate layer, you use a Reese's cup.
Oh my God.
It is incredible.
Sounds great.
I don't know that I'm the one that made this discovery in at Texas State University on a college camping trip, but I would like to attribute it to myself. So you're welcome.
Oh my goodness.
Bomb.
Sounds pretty good.
It's bomb.
This weekend, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Reese s'more.
Oh, now I'm thinking of fluffernutters.
You're gonna get your transition lenses on.
Yeah,
your reversible belt over those cargo shorts.
Your
you can put Reese's cups in your pockets.
Fill your pockets with Reese's cups and graham crackers.
Just like
I'm gonna put on some technical wool socks and some sensible New Balance, and I am going to rage.
Yes. In your guayabera, you can have a Reese. Like that's 4 Reese's.
Yeah, you could do.
Just make sure it doesn't melt in the heat. It's gonna be hot out there.
I got to keep them all like in the freezer for a day or two beforehand. That way, it keeps me cool and keeps them from melting.
Get a pocket ice pack.
That is so sensible.
Yeah. I don't know what, like I did learn how to make a homemade peanut sauce the other day, and that was pretty good. So I think there's a case for eating peanut butter at meals, but I think candy is just the salty and sweet of it all.
I mean, I think we've talked about this before on the podcast. I like a peanut butter hamburger, man. Like you put peanut butter on a hamburger.
I like the idea of a peanut butter hamburger, but I've never. I think the first one that I had was at what is it, Voodoo Burgers in Atlanta or something. What was that place? They got a crazy burger place out there. I don't know why I'm saying it like everybody knows what I'm talking about, but there were like 2 or 3 of them, and they did their whole thing was like crazy burgers, man. Like burger stuffed with
peanut butter, peanut butter.
Just
peanut burger.
Hey, work on this on your own time.
Yeah, we haven't workshop this one yet.
They had a peanut butter burger, and I was like,
peanut burger.
Yeah.
Burger.
Would you like a burger?
No, you can't do the voices.
Sorry to all my Scandinavian listeners.
Yeah. But I really wanted to like it, and it was like kind of weird for me because I love peanut
maybe
butter.
That wasn't the peanut butter for you. Burger.
No,
we haven't even talked about peanut butter and jelly.
Oh yeah,
I was gonna say fluffernutters. Also, what Megan got me into. We made that in college, and it was like the jam. Especially if you put honey. You do toast. You do peanut butter. You do some marshmallow fluffers, and then you do honey, and it's just ridiculous.
It does sound good.
I'm on board. Yeah, some toasted pumpkin seeds. A little bit.
A little crunch. Add a little crunch to it.
That's a little too high class.
Some acai. Get some acai in there.
It's too much.
Yeah.
What's
it's functional fluffernutter.
What's y'all's jelly of choice when you're having a PB&J?
Welch's grape.
Apple butter came out of nowhere.
Aaron, we've talked about this. Apple butter is not a
That's
jelly.
That's not jelly. That's a PB&AB.
Yeah.
That's not a PB&J.
In the stores next to the jelly. So,
but it's called butter.
Yeah, well, we sell Yellowbird in the store next to the ketchup. It doesn't mean Yellowbird is ketchup. What's your favorite ketchup? Yellowbird? Actually,
Yellowbird.
I would
Actually, I
accept
want
that
that.
answer.
Yeah, everybody.
My point
your
has
favorite
been
ketchup.
proven.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, yeah, I'll let it slide.
I always used to do like a Ritz cracker with a little bit of peanut butter, a little smear of peanut butter, and then some strawberry jam with like the strawberry
The seeds in
pieces
it.
in it. Yeah, seeds and pieces.
That sounds good.
That was like I would eat like 2 sleeves of Ritz crackers that way after school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made pizza crackers, so I would take a Ritz cracker and put a little marinara, a little cheese on top, zip zop zap in the microwave.
Yeah.
Boom.
This portion sponsored by Ritz Crackers.
It's hard to improve upon a Ritz cracker. I dare you.
Yeah,
peanut
Ritz
butter-
crackers were where it's at. They're like
Peanut butter on
perfectly
Ritz
salty and
crackers.
sweet.
Yeah, peanut butter on Ritz crackers is a jam. For
I
sure.
mean, that was like, the snack after school. You have that, or you have a Ritz cracker with cheese and ham and, some other things. But or the cheese whiz, like the.
When it comes to like the actual like PB&J though, I've learned this about myself recently. Like, because in lockdown I've had a lot of PB&Js, and I'm like, I'll get on board with a fancy bread, right? I'll get on board with a fancy peanut butter, but when it comes to like the jelly portion of it, I am just Welch's Concord grape for life, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same with Welch's blackberry jam and raspberry jelly.
Ooh.
I was gonna say raspberry is my favorite, but I'm a Smucker's girl.
Oh, I like Smuckers too. Yeah.
It's fun to say. So
Yeah.
You're a
and, like,
Smucker's girl in a Smucker's world.
Yeah. We used to make our own like fig jam and fig preserves.
Ugh, I love
It's a lot of fun. But even with that, like, I just want that on a piece of toast or like on something. Like, I don't want to share the spotlight with the peanut butter.
Maybe some butter.
Have you ever done?
toast.
I went through a phase where I was doing a lot of like fried peanut butter sandwiches.
Yes.
Because like if you fry it
Wow.
and really get some butter on there, it just like the peanut butter just melts it all together. We do that with like peanut butter and cream cheese, like a fried peanut butter and cream cheese sandwich.
Well, and again, I think we've talked
It's
about this before.
heart attacks,
man.
right? But it's
Like I
super
love a
good.
fried Phoebe and like Phoebe and who?
Phoebe and Jay.
I love a fried Phoebe and Rachel.
Phoebe and Jay in the mornings.
Yeah. For your drive at 5. No,
They're
I
a little
love-
salty. They're a little sweet.
That's right. Get your questions in now. We love a good fried PB&J, but I don't like to do it with butter. I prefer to fry it with mayonnaise on the outside, and I feel like I
we've
turn some folks
discussed
off.
this.
with
Yeah.
that.
I'm a butter fryer fan.
I like a little dollop of butter in the pan, and then I like to do mayo on the bread.
That's
but-
that's like a
Holy
deep South
moly.
argument. That's a deep
Yeah.
South argument. Like, what do you fry your PB&J sandwich
What
with?
frat do you?
Mayo?
Yeah.
Well, we haven't even
Mayo
talked
or
about
butter?
peanut butter and bananas, which is
Uh,
so an impeccable
good.
combo, like an Elvis sandwich. Woo!
peanut butter,
Oh, man.
banana,
Oh,
and
good.
potato chip and jelly.
Okay,
wow.
okay.
Or
crunch.
Cheetos. Sorry, you got to get some crunch in there.
Gotta get a crunch.
Well, and how you sliced your banana on, man, we were answering the hard questions today.
Yeah, I
know.
How you slice your banana on the peanut butter banana is important. I didn't realize that was divisive until it became divisive in my
Some
household.
people do it the long way.
That's
How do you do it?
A
Yeah, some
woman
people
that I
slice
live
the
with.
banana the long way.
Yeah, exactly. There's a
You have to be like you have to have a lot of control over that slice. If you're holding the banana upright and it's like curved, like you just gotta, it's
yeah. I like to do
a
like
challenge
little,
to slice it like that.
I do the little
I do
little
like
ones.
banana.
But
What I'm trying to say is banana medallions is what it ends up being.
Banana dallions.
Yeah, it's like silver dollar bananas, right? You just boop boop boop, do it like that, and you have like some neat rows. Whereas, other folks just slice it long ways. Bow, open
I
face
think
banana.
if you're
They
gonna
do the
slice it
banana
long
split.
ways, the banana split.
Banana.
Banana split.
Banana pits.
on this episode of
try to
Yellowbird
pronounce
Hotline,
ba-da-da-da.
we try to say the word balama. Balama.
Yeah.
No.
Have you guys ever heard or seen that video of Benedict Cumberbatch saying the word penguin? And he
No.
totally loses control of the word penguin. Penwings, and then the penwings. He's like,
He
I don't know.
would.
Yeah, he's narrating some nature video. It's like some David Attenborough kind of thing, and he's like, "And now the majestic penguins." And you're like, what? I'm sorry.
Did he just say?
Yeah, the penguins.
Penguin.
But he pronounces his own name perfectly.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Benedict Cumberbatch, and these are the penguins.
Yeah, ping pong. Benedict, if you're listening, you can come on the show and defend yourself.
Yes.
So what's the best peanut butter thing, and then we'll move on. Is it the
Is that even possible to
fried PB&J?
declare that one peanut
Do you
butter
wanna
thing is
declare
the best?
So difficult.
I do not declare today that there is one.
What would George Washington Carver's favorite be?
Ugh.
I think he'd like a Nutty Buddy.
I don't know him well enough. I want to speak to him directly.
I think you'd
Yeah.
like a Easter egg because it's just a thin layer of chocolate. It's the most peanut butter.
Yeah, because that's what I like.
Let me reiterate that it is the most peanut butter. It doesn't need jelly. It doesn't need a thick, crunchy layer of chocolate. It's just very delicate.
I'm gonna go get my Ouija board out of the closet, and I'm gonna speak with him later tonight.
G-dub.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, I think maybe the best thing that came out of this segment was the Phoebe and Jay morning show.
Can't wait to launch it.
Can't wait. Yeah, the ones
Oh.
people.
Well, I was gonna
What?
say crunchy or creamy. We didn't even
Crunch,
go down
crunch,
that road.
crunch,
Crunchy.
Crunchy.
Yeah,
crunchy,
Daniel.
crunchy, and
Oh, I
not
thought we were
super
gonna escape
sweet.
that one. Yeah, I depends on the application, but
Okay.
I think more often than not, I'm a creamy guy.
Okay.
Okay, well, your vote doesn't
You're
matter. 'cause we all
outvoted.
said
Yeah,
crunchy.
yeah.
Okay, let's move on to our last customer question of the day, which is a text message. And I think we're going to be great at this because it's a car question, and we're all big car
we're
people.
so
Our
mechanical.
gearheads.
Hey, Yellowbird, there are a lot of cars out there, as we all know. What is the best car? Thanks.
All right.
The Flintstone car, obviously.
Yeah, duh. My cozy coupe. Yeah.
There we go. There you heard
There's
it.
a lot of options.
There are a lot of. I looked up what some of the best-selling cars were.
Camry,
Can you guys guess
Camry.
what the best-selling car?
Corolla.
Yeah, Toyota
Yeah,
Corolla, number one.
Something
I already
see.
knew that. I already knew that fact
Yeah.
though.
Ford F-150.
That's the
Yeah,
second. That's
that's-
the Ford
yeah.
F Series is the second best-selling.
Man,
Of
we're
all
good
time.
at this. I mean, there is like a really famous car known as the Yellowbird, right? Like
Yeah,
the
yeah. They don't
Hoof
make them
CTR.
anymore.
They only made 100 of them or something.
Oh, I
It
thought there was
come-
80. I thought it was like. 80
Isn't it a
total.
Porsche?
Well,
Yes.
well,
Yeah,
so
essentially.
technically yes, but well, technically no, because Roof has their own. It has its own Roof VIN, so it's not a Porsche. It's not like yes and no. It looks just like a G Body 911.
Yeah, it comes up every time. Like I have a lot of like Google alerts set up for Yellowbird, and I have Twitter alerts set up for us too for like keyword Yellowbird, and I cannot tell you how many
It's
car
a very
photos I
cool looking
get.
car.
or
Yeah.
actual birds.
I
Yeah.
got to
So-
I got to
dude.
drive one
That's so
like a
rad.
couple of
Vroom,
years
vroom.
ago.
Very, very
Yeah.
hard.
It
Yeah,
is
twin
very difficult.
turbo, twin intercooler.
Yeah,
it's dope.
yeah. I had a
All
friend
aluminum
who
body. Yeah.
I had a friend who just trusted me with it for like
Dude,
3
take it.
days. Yeah,
Just take it.
yeah.
That seems scary.
Yeah, he was like, "Here, drive this around Los Angeles for 3 days." I was
No
Place
problem.
you've
I
only
was
driven
white-
a couple times.
Yeah, I was white knuckling that wheel. It was intense.
So you're saying the Yellowbird car is not one of the best cars?
It was an
No,
amazing
it's a
car,
very
but like
cool car.
I had a I had a friend.
I think it was technically like the first production car to go over 200 miles an hour.
yeah, I
It's-
think
I mean,
that's one
it's
of
got
the,
a lot of power in it, but those old Porsches, like a buddy of mine, him and his dad used to like restore Porsches. Like they would get a junked out one and spend several years like getting it to where it's drivable and stuff. And so I learned to drive stick shift on an old 911 twin turbo, like an what year was it? Late 70s, early 80s, something like that. But
So
it was like
it was a 930. Nice.
they had to replace the clutch anyway, so they were like, we don't care if you burn the clutch out, we're going to replace it. So I like learned how to drive stick on an older Porsche, and it is like very hard to shift. Like there's nothing electronic
hard to
about the
shift.
controls. Like it's all like super manual. And then I got a Honda Accord that was a manual, and it was like super easy to shift. So it was all downhill.
I learned how to shift on a super old, tiny little Datsun truck.
Nice. Yeah, I learned how to drive a stick shift on a Toyota pickup. 1990.
I've never driven a stick shift, and I have no interest, but I'm happy for y'all.
You know
My
what? You don't
favorite
have-
is like
you don't have
going
to learn.
to.
That's not the
Yeah,
way
you
things
don't
are
have
going.
to. My favorite is
Yeah.
going to dropping my car at valet and having one of the like super young valet kid guys be like, I don't know how to drive a stick shift.
A stick.
And I'm like,
I
and
don't
I'm
know
like,
what that.
I don't know. I'm like, yeah, let me take that.
It definitely, like, I think they should bring stick shift back, just because I think it would reduce texting and driving, because you really have to be paying attention, you know?
Well,
like
you
it's
say
much
that.
more of an experience. So
You get used to it.
I also like distinctly remember being a 16-year-old kid coming back from track practice, like driving a stick shift, like, driving that Toyota pickup, like steering with my knees while eating a snow cone all at the same time, driving down Highway 31 in Pelham.
wow.
Just
Yeah.
a hazard, man. Like
Yeah.
the fact that, it
He'd
was
never
it was
do
terrible.
something like that now.
Absolutely
Mhm.
not.
Not in that suit.
No way. Listen,
You'd spill.
all business. Exactly. Yeah. The spill risk is just too high.
It's too
Priorities.
high. Yeah.
It's too important.
I don't know. There's a lot of best cars.
I've got like a billion Google searches up here because there's a bunch of different like best-selling car of all time. What are the top rated, like cars in 2021? Answer: the Audi Q5 is one of the top rated for
For what?
2021.
Rated by who?
Yeah.
Ranking of
Just like overall car sales in the US or what?
People just said, I like it.
Yeah, it seems nice. You can
So-
get a
Cute.
diesel version of it.
Let's see, top 10 best-selling cars. Most popular cars in America. This was from 2020. This was from Edmunds.com from 2020. Ford F-Series is the most popular car in it does it by state. Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Kansas, Colorado, Utah, like literally like 40.
Oh,
Dogs.
the dogs didn't like that.
Like 40 out of the 50 states are buying, most of them are preferring the Ford F-Series. A lot of trucks in here.
People
Nice.
love trucks.
Yeah.
I mean, trucks are like cargo shorts, right? They work in a lot of different scenarios. You can carry a lot of stuff.
You can dress them up. You can dress them down.
You can dress them up. You can dress them down. That's exactly right.
My first car was a truck. So I think like trucks are kind of like, I also had a pug. Just anything where like, if you've had it, you're like, I understand the appeal, but people to the outside are like, that seems impractical. It seems like it drools a lot. It has a lot of wrinkles, just like, it's like, until you don't know. But when you know, you
Yeah.
know.
I think like the funnest car, I'm going to plant my flag here, the funnest car in the world, which doesn't necessarily make it the best, but the car that is the most fun is like an old wide body Ford Bronco. Like where you could take the convertible, like the hard
Like the
top
Bronco
off.
2?
Yeah. Well, hang on. Like, yeah. I loved an old Bronco just because it's just you can take it off road, you can drive it on the highway, you can put it in the mud, you can put it, it's a cool looking car. You can take the top
It's
off,
like a
take it to the
Dr.
beach.
Seuss book.
Yeah, exactly. You can eat it with salt on the San Andreas Fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a very dude choice. I feel like
Yeah.
every man in my life has had a Bronco phase, or continues to be in one. My brother had 2 Broncos growing up, and he talks about them like he doesn't really mention like old girlfriends or like old hobbies. He's just like, man, I really just I miss and he misses he had Blazers too, so it's a whole thing.
I had a Wrangler phase. I had a 95 red Jeep Wrangler that was. You remember that car, Daniel?
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
But it was like the only thing that it had in it that was electronic was the radio. Like no AC, no heat. Like it was like waterproofed on the inside, so you could drive it in the rain with all the stuff down, and I could just pull a drain plug. And
Why would you
In fact, one of my very favorite
because I was an idiot.
Jeep owners are so confusing to me. They're like, you can do all this extreme stuff with it. Like you could drive it through a snowstorm. I'm like, why would you want to do that? That sounds terrible.
One of my very favorite memories from that Jeep was like you and I were at an Aerosmith concert and it rained.
Oh boy.
We're coming
you
back
got to go to an Aerosmith concert?
Best
in
believe.
a Jeep. Wow.
And then we came
sounds
out.
Cool.
And there were huge puddles everywhere. So like we're all amped up from like, you can't hear anything. Hey, that was great, wasn't it? Yo, it was the best. Can't hear anything. And so we get in the Jeep and George.
Kids, Aerosmith was a band that used to be really
yeah. They had a lead singer. He looked like a woman and did things like
Liv Tyler's dad.
Yeah. Yeah, and we like you shot straight for this massive puddle, and it was way deeper than we expected.
Yeah,
and like the entire car just got like it was a deluge, like this entire wave just went over the entire car, and we're like, what just happened? Hey, good thing we're in this Jeep.
Good thing we're in this Jeep. Yeah.
The only Jeep that appeals to me is the Barbie Jeep, and until they make it a real thing,
I thought they made the Barbie Jeep. I think that they made like an actual.
Have you not seen the person?
Jeep.
Oh, like an actual real size Barbie Jeep?
Yeah, I need a real size, officially licensed Barbie Jeep.
I thought there was a Barbie Jeep
in the Jeeps.
Yeah, dear Mattel, make this happen.
I want to go back to Aerosmith and find out if anyone can do the part where he goes.
I think you nailed it.
I think you did. Yeah.
One take.
That's as close as we're going to get. George, can you fix that in post?
Yeah, I'm going to put some.
Where's my auto-tune?
I'm going to auto-tune that. Name that song. Can you guys name that song though?
Love in an Elevator.
Yeah. That was my favorite. That was my favorite song. But I could never. I always tried to get that intro, and I was like, how
try it one more time. I think this is the time. This is the one. One more.
I want someone else to try it. It's hard. I've tried it for hours. I can't get it.
I'm not gonna do it.
For hours.
Oh, what is the best electric?
Oh yeah, I mean, what else do you do on a drive from Austin to Houston? But try to sing that.
Try to sing the same.
Yeah, you nailed it too. Okay, this is great.
It's riveting stuff.
Yeah, Phoebe and Jay in the morning, guys. Tune
in.
The best top-rated electric vehicles of 2021. I know you guys are asking that. The number one is Porsche has an EV called the Porsche,
the Taycan. It's dope.
It looks like a Porsche. It looks great.
It is dope.
I feel like so many, like the thing with electric, with the EVs, all the electric cars, or they're like Mustang, or Ford is doing an EV Mustang, and they have to compromise like the body style a lot to make it an EV.
Well, the thing with, I know that the electric motorcycle thing it's a big thing. And like Harley definitely wants to, I think that they already have one, but their big thing was the sound. Like people that buy Harleys want that sound. And instead of getting like a, they want that, they want that really like intense, deep, like really loud sound. You don't get that from electric.
So when they mash the gas on a Harley, they want to hear.
Well, because even like that Porsche, like the Taycan, like in the sound system, they'll pump in engine noise, like they'll pump in exhaust sound, and it's like Jetsons exhaust noise. Like,
it's like we're just in life is just a Disney World ride at this point, you know. It's like gotta keep people entertained.
It doesn't actually make like guttural V8 sounds, but
right.
Well, I think that it's gonna be, because I think that like you can't just say, okay, all of civilization is switched over seamlessly to electric vehicles. There's stuff like that that's gonna have to, you know, where we have like the body style thing. Like if you're doing an electric vehicle, obviously there are other body styles that are more economic for like how the batteries work versus how a combustion engine works. And like they make very different noises, and they have different levels of service that you need to provide for them. But there's like this crossover where like everybody understands combustion engine vehicles and is used to them. So they've got to like do some of those things to get us like, oh, look, you can still see it like still sounds like a car. It's not a completely silent spaceship yet.
Yeah.
We'll get there in like 20 or 30 years.
Stealth. I want the stealth. Yeah.
I'm like very set in my ways of, I think cars now like look too ugly and practical. Like I miss like the old school body styles, like the big fender flares and all the chrome and the swoops. Like I think cars now don't look cool. They just
the 4 miles to the gallon.
I want an electric vehicle. I want an electric El Camino.
Yeah, I want something
a
like
it's as big as a whale.
Yes, I want like a huge, impractical looking car that has like style. Like I think like every car now just looks like a box.
I agree.
They look
Cars do not have style anymore. Very few do. Like the high end ones do, but like the middle of the road,
I don't know.
average cars.
I think they look like very like chic and minimalist, and I'm just like I'm a maximalist, so I want like like a huge tail on the car, and I want like just really impractical. I think that I'm all for it.
Yeah,
but maybe they'll
bring back those body styles, please.
Yeah.
Bring back.
Give me like a Thunderbird that's electric, and I'll think about it.
Yeah. But... Same. Well, I think that like I really would love an electric pickup truck, but I don't
like a chrome one from like the 80s or something.
Like a cool looking pickup. I'm the same way. Like even if I could. Even if I had the cash to like drop on a cyber truck, I don't want a truck that looks like that. I just want a truck that looks like a truck.
I want like a Dodge Charger that runs like my current RAV4. That's really what I want. Like I'm like practical on the inside, but on the outside, I want
ridiculous. But on the outside,
I want people to be like,
is it unrealistic for me to want 600 horsepower but also 30 miles to the gallon? Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, come on.
No,
we're not talking about gallons anymore. Yeah, you deserve it with a suit like that.
That's right. Closing deals.
I think the best car is the car you've created in your heart.
There we go.
That's right. So you heard it here, guys. The best car in the world is the car that you created in your heart. That's all the time we have today. We covered
Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile is the car that you've created in your heart. Guys, that's all the time we have today. I think we've done a great job. Tune in to Phoebe and Jay every other Tuesday. Every other Tuesday, wherever you get your podcast. Don't forget, you can call us or text us at 855-700-BIRD. That's 855-700-BIRD. And send us your spicy questions. Until then, don't forget to hug your dogs, hug your cats. Have a spicy day out there, folks. Bye-bye.